right, welcome to Novia Sports Talk Baseball Edition. Baseball season is right around the corner, so there's no better time than now to start getting into the 2026 MLB season.
Best time of the year, man.
Best time of the year. We're excited. We're going to start it off with a banger. Biggest bust of the 2026 MLB season, the New York Yankees.
Yeah, I mean, looking at this lineup and projected rotation, dude, it's kind of a little ugly, in my opinion.
There's a lot of issues with this Yankees team, and we're going to explain why. All right, so 2026 New York Yankees projected lineup. Batting leadoff, Trent Grisham, most likely starting in center field. Batting second, Aaron Judge, probably playing right field. Batting third, Cody Bellinger, left field. Batting fourth, Ben Rice at first base. Batting fifth, Giancarlo Stanton at DH. Batting sixth, Jazz Chisholm, playing second base. Batting seventh, Ryan McMahon, third base. Batting eighth, Jose Caballero at shortstop. And batting ninth, Austin Wells at catcher. So let's get into these guys offensively. Obviously, the Yankees have been known for being good offensively. And, right, Aaron Judge, one of the best in the league, batted .331 last year, 53 home runs, 114 RBIs, 457 on base percentage, 179 hits, led the team in every single category. We saw some notable performances from Trent Grisham last year, hit .235 with 34 homers. Jazz Chisholm had himself a pretty good year as well, hit .242 with 31 home runs and 31 stolen bases. But there's some issues here. And offensively, I think the first thing I want to talk about is Trent Grisham. I think he had a fluke year last year.
I agree. I think there's a lot of problems. I mean, I think it starts with him, obviously, in the leadoff spot, but I think I could say the same thing with a lot of these guys. I think a lot of these guys, from a lot of projections I've read, outside of Judge, nobody's projected to hit higher than 258 this season, which is not good. Like, I mean, you gotta think about Giancarlo Stanton, who's on a massive contract, and he's at this point in his career, he's a home run or a strikeout, right? I mean, he's projected this year to hit 227 with only 27 home runs, and I say only because I think if he's healthy, he's always hitting over 30.
Well, so Giancarlo Stanton last year, he did hit 273 with 24 home runs.
Yeah, I know he was out beginning of the year, right?
Yeah, with 96 strikeouts.
Yeah, and I mean, the bottom of the lineup here with McMahon is projected to hit 213 at third. Shortstop's supposed to hit 218. Austin Wells at catcher, 223.
Yeah.
That's not
and I don't know
what
Trent Grisham is projected. Trent Grisham hit sub 200 3 years in a row.
So it's projected to hit 221, 65 RBIs, 24 homers.
See, I think he's too highly projected. I think he hits under 220, and I think he hits under 220 homers this year.
So at this point,
historically, that's what he's done. He had a couple good years at the start of his career, and he had a good year last year, but the bulk of his career, he's hit under 200 with less than 20 home runs.
Jazz is projected 240, 28 homers. So even that's down from last year, homers-wise at least. I'm not sure what you said his average was last year.
He hit 242 last year.
So it's 240 this year, so not too much of a dip. Bellinger's projection is 257, 23 homers, 81 RBIs. I think he could hit more homers than that, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe not quite 30, but I would say high 20s.
Yeah.
But this lineup is not pretty, dude. I think there's so many holes, and I mean, I got to give credit where credit is due, right? Like Ryan McMahon's probably one of the best defensive third basemen in baseball, but hitting 213 is that's just not gonna do it in starting lineup. Like,
holes in the lineup offensively, not to mention a lot of these guys in the lineup. I mean, Trent Grisham has a history of hamstring injuries. Giancarlo Stanton with probably the longest history of hamstring injuries of any player all time. He was, started 25 season on the 60-day IL with elbow epicondylitis.
Couldn't even swing a bat for the first month.
Yeah, had to get injections in his elbow. And reportedly, he dealt with pain the entire season last year in his elbows because of that. And then with the hamstring history on top of that, Aaron Judge is as good as he is, has always been injury prone. And without Aaron Judge in that lineup, that is a bottom half lineup in the MLB.
Could
I
say
mean,
it's top
Aaron
five
Judge,
worst.
yeah, I mean, Aaron Judge is the only thing keeping that lineup alive. And if he goes down, right, he had the torn ligament in his big toe in 2023, right, when he ran into the wall.
Yep.
And then had a right elbow strain last year. Didn't so much. Really, it just kept him off the field. He DH'd for about a month and then was able to get back out into the field. But you get one or two guys in this lineup banged up, and it's completely different. Um,
Yep. And they're
and
projecting here Stanton not even 400 at bats. So they're obviously projecting
yeah,
him to be out for a bit again. So, I mean,
yeah, definitely. No, I could definitely see him missing some time. And then just looking at the defensive side of things, I mean, look, they were ranked sixth in the MLB in defensive runs saved, but they were also incredibly inconsistent on defense. Notables: Anthony Volpe, fourth most errors in the MLB at 19, and then Jazz Chisholm, fifth most errors in the MLB at 18.
like, to me, how can anybody, like, how do you not go get a shortstop this offseason? How do you not
Well, they did.
throw?
They Jose Caballero.
Yeah, no, that's not going to do it. I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
how
I
do
mean,
you
I
not
think
throw money at Bo Bichette? How do you
the
not?
Yankees are paying some of these guys so much money already. I mean, what they're paying Cody Bellinger 130 million, I think the
I think
contract was.
that's another thing too, is you're paying these guys that are starting to get a little bit older, and Stanton,
They're
I
still
think he's
paying
got,
Stanton a shit ton. They're paying Aaron Judge a lot.
you're paying some pitchers even more that you shouldn't be paying. And it's kind of, I mean, you see this with a lot of teams. It's starting to catch up to them. It's going to get to a point like, how are you going to get rid of all this salary? Are you going to
Right.
trade Judge for a haul? Like, I don't see them doing that.
No, I don't.
I mean,
No,
who?
they're in a little bit of a tough spot financially, I think.
Yeah. I mean, Jazz is a free agent after this year.
hmm
I don't think there's any way he's back after that. I think somebody will
No.
pay him more than the Yankees will. It's just not a good looking lineup, man.
No, and I mean, I think at this point, Anthony Volpe's done as a starter for the Yankees. I know Aaron Boone has given him the longest leash I've ever seen a player get,
Yeah.
which we'll get into my opinion on Aaron Boone a little bit later as a manager. But I mean, we'll kind of get into the pitching staff here. So projected starters going into the season: Max Fried, Cam Schlittler, Will Warren, Ryan Weathers, and then Lewis. On paper, starters don't look terrible. Obviously, Max is kind of the highlight all of that. With 19-5 last year with a 2.86 ERA and 195 innings pitched. Cam, 2.96 ERA, 4-3 record. Will Warren, probably the weakest part of that starting rotation. 2024, he put up a 10.32 ERA, went 0-3, and then last year he went 9-8 with a 4.4 ERA. Ryan Weathers went 2-2 in only 38 innings pitched, 3.99 ERA, 4.93 career ERA. And then Luis Gil went 4-1 with a 3.32 ERA and 57 innings pitched.
Yeah, these projections are not nice to these guys.
Let's hear. What are the projections?
Let's see. Max here is projected not even 200 innings. He's going to finish 13-9 with a 3.34 ERA. So not pretty good for him. I mean, I think he's always a pretty good pitcher in this league. The rest of the way down, everybody's ERA is over 4.
Can you go through it
Cam,
individually? Go through it
yeah.
individually
So
for the
Cam
video.
is 9-8, 4.02 ERA. And then you move to Will Warren, who finishes with 6-7 record, 4.25 ERA. So I think that's probably about his career average anyway, besides that one bad year. Ryan Weathers finishes 8-7, 4.14 ERA. Pretty solid. Gill finishes 5-5, 4.36. I just think that's a lot of,
It's a lot of fours.
that's not good. Like, and I think even your ace, like, you want him in the high twos, preferably low
Yeah.
threes, and you don't want your number 2 with an ERA over 4. So I mean, it's not. I mean, obviously they're gonna have some injured guys coming back. Like, they have Carlos Rondon too coming back. I don't know when he's scheduled to come back, but that's a big boost.
Yeah. No, I mean, injuries have been a thing for the Yankees. We already talked about kind of this injury crisis offensively, getting to the injury crisis in terms of pitching. Garrett Cole and Rodon both expected back April or May 2026. Cole with TJ, Rodon with elbow surgery to remove loose bodies and shave down bone spur in his throwing arm. Yes, these guys have been some of the best in the league, but
It's
not
big injuries.
everybody. We're talking about two guys getting elbow surgery. Yes, they're different elbow surgeries, but these are big injuries, big operations. We don't know if they're going to be the same when they come back. I love Garrett Cole.
Yeah.
Do we know that he's going to be the same Garrett Cole when he comes back from TJ?
I mean, you never know with that surgery. That's one of the toughest surgeries to come back from, especially
Yeah,
for a
no,
pitcher. And
it's one of those. You don't know if they're going to come back throwing 3 miles an hour harder than they did before or just completely lose it. So, I mean, we'll see, but I feel like the Yankees are kind of banking their whole season on the fact that these guys can come back and be their old selves, and I don't know if that's going to happen.
I think they're just relying too much on people staying healthy. And I think we've seen that
Mhm.
too many times in this league, and it never works out that way. It's a
No,
long season, grueling season, and people like Giancarlo are not going to last all year long, right?
no,
Like
no. All these guys are getting older. I mean,
Judge is going to get hurt. Like I mean, that's just the way it is. Like,
mhm.
and it's not a good lineup with Judge out of it. And in my opinion, it's not a
No,
good lineup with Judge in it. Like
no,
it's just I don't. I could even see definitely a losing record this year if they.
really,
I could see it, and it depends again on injuries. I think if Judge. I mean, I hope not because I love watching him play. But if he's hurt now for most of the year, this lineup's not going to produce, dude. Like
no,
a
no,
home run or two every week from Giancarlo is not going to be enough. And I mean, what the best guy in your lineup at that point is Bellinger, and he's like a. If you look at his stats, he's good like every other year.
right,
So, I mean, and he's got a lot of
and
swing
he,
and miss. I mean,
yeah,
it's just a lot of ifs for this team
right,
overall for the pitching side too. I mean, if these two guys don't come back healthy, you're a Max Fried injury away from having the worst rotation in
hmm,
baseball. So, I mean,
right.
it's just I mean, hopefully it works out. Hopefully all these guys stay healthy. Like you never want to see injuries no matter who it is, but it's just too much ifs for me. Like I just don't like it. I don't like it at
Right.
all.
And then getting into our last point here, which is probably the worst part of the Yankees. So, Yankees bullpen ranked 23rd in the MLB in 2025, put up a 4.37 ERA, 23rd in the league, a 1.32 whip, 19th in the league, 75 home runs allowed, 13th most in the league, a 2.5 strikeout to walk ratio, 16th in the MLB.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And the Yankees are entering the 2026 season with the same exact bullpen. They didn't sign one bullpen arm in free agency this year.
It's gonna come bite him in the ass, I think. And I think it's wow. I didn't even realize it was all gonna be the same because
Yeah,
that was a very bad bullpen last year. I remember watching
yeah.
all those blown saves, and obviously they traded for Camilo Duval, and he didn't.
And he was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I think he had one or two good years with the Giants, and then after that, it wasn't his control with most of his pitches have gotten out of control. Like he walks a lot of guys, and I don't ever honestly remember watching him with like a stress-free inning in the ninth. Like he's always got guys on, comes down to the last out. Like I don't like this bullpen at all, to be honest with you. Especially when
So Camilo Doval, 22 games pitched for the Yankees, 4.82 ERA, 1.61 whip, 18.2 innings pitched, 22 strikeouts, 11 walks, and a 2 strikeout to walk ratio. Gave up 19 hits, 10 earned runs, had 1 save.
so the only thing it says for him on this projections here, a little bit better, only 3 saves. Looks like they're giving that to David Bednar this year. If
Mhm.
that's how you pronounce it, I think that's how you pronounce
Yeah.
it. But a 3.52 ERA. So it's definitely
So they're projecting him to be much better this year.
yep. And then David is 32 saves with a 3.32 ERA. And both of them have 65 innings pitched projected. So I mean that's improvement. So I mean hopefully that's what we see. But yeah, I don't like this bullpen, dude. Honestly, but that
No,
might
no,
be
the bullpen's terrible. I don't know how they're fourth in the preseason power rankings this year. I mean, if we just look at their division alone this year, Red Sox are better. Blue Jays are better. I mean, my predictions right now for this division would be Blue Jays win it, Red Sox finish second, Orioles finish third, Yankees finish fourth, Rays finish last. I project the Yankees finish fourth in their division this year.
Yeah, and I mean the Rays are tough too because they're always in it sometimes. Sometimes they'll sneak in the wild card and
Mm-hmm.
like it could there's a chance they're last. Like I mean it's I don't
It
think they
wouldn't
will.
shock me if the Yankees finish last in their division this year, man.
Yeah, I think again it's all going to depend on injuries. If they are banged
Mm-hmm.
up, there is no doubt in my mind they're last. I
Yeah.
think Boston is probably a wild card team. They got a really good young team over there, but I think it's Toronto's division to lose at this point.
Yeah. I mean, it's Toronto's division. I think Red Sox. I mean, you will talk about this in a later video, but the Red Sox are one of my surprise teams this year, along with the San Francisco Giants. But I mean, Yankees for sure. I mean, I would bet a lot of money that the Yankees do not finish ahead of the Blue Jays nor the Boston Red Sox this year.
They won't. No,
Like, absolutely not.
I don't. I would be so shocked. There's just no way. Even if they stay healthy, it's just not.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see it because overall, even if they're 100% healthy and you compare them side by side with Boston,
Mm.
Boston's better and Toronto's miles better. So I mean,
Boston's just they're younger and they're better.
and I think, call me wrong, but I think the next few years that's not going to change because Boston's going to have more money to spend. They have a younger
Mm-hmm.
team. Toronto just spent a ton of money this offseason, and their
Yep.
team is, I mean, just in the World Series, like
Yeah.
that's their division to lose this year for sure. But I don't
Yeah.
see the Yankees being better than the Red Sox for a while now, which might get hit some
No,
hate for that. But
I mean, yeah, the Yankees completely failed to get better in the offseason this
yeah,
year.
and that's crazy to me. Usually they go out and spend a lot of money, and is it getting to that point where it's like they can't? They're stuck in all these contracts. Um,
They're it's weird right now. It seems like they're stuck with a lot of guys that were really good in the past.
and they're older now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're over the luxury tax again. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's not good because they're losing draft picks out of that. So I mean, they
Mm-hmm.
can't get any younger if you're losing draft picks, right? So I mean,
Right.
they haven't had the best history of prospects lately. I can't even name the last prospect that was good that came out for them. I mean, besides Judge a few years ago now, but I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's been all relying on free agency, and I think that's caught up to them. They haven't. Their hands are tied now. Kind of is what it is at this point. They have to live with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think
Yeah.
I don't see Judge winning a World Series there unless it's like years from now.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, could you see now? This is a crazy scenario here. This might get us some views actually. Could you see Judge getting traded if the next couple of years are shitty? They're stuck in these contracts. They're finishing fourth and fifth in their division, and Judge is like, "Hey, I've made my money. I want to go win before I'm done." I could see it. Call me crazy, but if they finish fourth or fifth the next couple of years, he's only getting
I
older.
don't think they are.
I don't think they would trade him. I could see him requesting a trade.
I mean, I think the Yankees are going to try as hard as they can. I mean, if the Yankees had it their way, Aaron Judge would rot in pinstripes
Yeah, it just sucks because
until he retires.
they could probably get a good haul for him,
No, they definitely could, but
and that would take a
it
lot of
might
money
come
off.
down to it. But I could see him absolutely rotting in a Yankees uniform for the rest of his career.
Yeah, and it sucks to see, right? Because he's somebody I want to see win a World Series before he's done. So I mean, I don't know, call me crazy, but I think if the next couple of years go bad
Hmm.
and they're stuck in these big contracts, Judge could be out. He could be out of New York. I don't think New York has the
I
balls
hope
to
he
do
gets
it.
out of New York at some point. I
Yeah,
do.
I don't
I
think
really
the
do.
Yankees front office has the balls to do it though. If I'm being honest.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that the Yankees are going to ever make that move.
Could you see him requesting a trade though? If it's like if they're in the shitter,
I don't see him requesting a trade either.
really.
Yeah, I really don't see it happening. I would
Um,
love to see it happen, but I don't see Aaron Judge ever leaving the Yankees unless it's late in his career and his contract's up. That's the only time I see him leave.
yeah, and at that point he's about done. I was gonna see who their free agents are this coming off season. So Trent Grisham, Jazz, see a couple relievers, but Trent is making 22 million this year.
So overpaid.
Jazz is making 11. But David Bednar's a free agent with 9 million. So I mean they're gonna have some money, I guess.
They'll have a little bit of space
Yeah,
there.
but I mean they're still gonna have Bellinger, Giancarlo, some big pitchers they still have. I mean they're stocked, dude. Like you can't be. I mean, you got to be nervous right now if you're a Yankees fan. So You just gotta hope everybody stays healthy, I guess.
Yankee fans are never nervous, dude. They think they're the best every year.
I mean, trade Judge to Colorado, let him hit like 70 bombs.
Been hiding that the entire episode.
I mean, trade him to Colorado, let him hit 70 bombs.
Dude, Aaron Judge in Colorado would be awesome.